I'm just going to touch a little bit on Veeam support. Their support is stellar. It's American based. You get people you can understand on the phone. They're happy to walk through stuff with you. They've changed their support model a little bit. We used to be able to just call in and get support. Now we got to go through the portal, set up an email. Part of that process is collecting logs, and but it enables them to get to the root of the problem a little quicker. So response times have gotten, I think, a little better on responses from Veeam after the initial contact with them. And they've kind of separated out into groups. They've got a cloud group, an agent, like a Office 365 group, agent for Windows group, backup and replication group. So you're kind of being slotted at that initial point in the process of putting a ticket in. But those people, they are well trained and they really know their stuff. And you know, I know Veeam pretty doggone well, but you know, I've gotten into some spots where I don't have a clue and I have to make the call, and they've always come through. We've had to set up some stuff where we didn't want a machine to be backing up using the regular Ethernet connection, for example. And so we added a NIC to the machine and set it up to back up only through the second NIC, only through its, and we, you know, got a dedicated path to the data store where it was going. And so that thing backs up and we get a little CPU usage a little bit, but other than that, the machine is rock solid. Never see any downtime on it. It's pretty
So
pretty.
for
Simple.
a home user, can you back up to like a portable drive? Like a USB
You
drive?
can. Any physical device on your network or just USB.
Okay.
Yep. As long as you're not backing up off-site, like to OneDrive or any other, you know, AWS or something. As long as you're just backing up to a local device, it's free.
Okay.
So, and they, here's a really nice tool that they include in that agent for Windows, especially agent for Linux too, I'm sure, but I've really only used it in Windows. When you install the program, one of the first things it's going to do is say, hey, you got a USB stick you can throw in here, we can make bootable. And so it becomes like a bare metal restore boot CD with some tools on it. Mm-hmm. That you can use in conjunction with the backup files to restore your stuff. But one of the really nice things about it, say your kid forgets his password, and he's got a laptop, forgets the password, or one of their friends plays a prank on him, changes their password, then the friend leaves and the kid needs to get to his homework. That boot CD's got a nice little administrator password reset. It enables the default administrator account on the computer, sets no password, and it's just like hit the button, click a couple of times, it's done, it reboots. Now you can log in as administrator, get back into the computer, change the password on the profile that's got issues, or if it's got a corrupted profile and you can't get in, this is another way in. And
is that something hard coded to that particular piece of equipment? Or can I take that to another machine and boot off of it?
I've been able to use it across different machines. I have one in my little toolkit, and I use it all the time. Now, for somebody like Ken in your line of work, that's a little scary little piece of software. But it has, you know, you get that trust relationship is gone on the domain.
Eye in the sky. John's opinions and experiences don't necessarily reflect those of NetBePro. Use case scenarios are taken upon by the user themselves, not necessarily NetBePro in practice, commercially or privately.
But you know, if you're on the domain and your domain profile gets corrupt, for example, you can grab this thing, reset that administrator password, get in. Now you're a local admin and can rejoin the domain and get that taken care of.
I think the answer to that question is we can neither confirm nor deny that capability.
Exactly.
Well, I don't know if Microsoft still makes it, but they used to make something like that back in the, let's say, the NT40 days,
Right.
where you
Yeah.
had the ability to fire up this CD and go change the password.
Right.
Now, you do need physical access to the box, but it is interesting.
Yeah. 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 With this, again, you need physical access to the box, but yeah, it's there are ways around, other ways to get password changes and stuff when you don't have access to the machine.
Not to belabor the subject, but
yeah.
Suppose your drive is encrypted, you pop that CD in or that USB.
No,
Okay.
It doesn't work. I ran into that a couple of weeks ago, actually.
So that'd be a big problem.
Yeah, you can't, there's no way to get into that. Believe me, I tried.
And that really wouldn't be a Veeam problem. That would be a Microsoft problem.
Right. Yeah. But BitLocker does its job. That's for sure. So that's a nice little hi, how are you for BitLocker? You should BitLocker your machines, because then they're almost impenetrable that way anyway.